Hi, my name is Holly Smith and I'm an artist from the North East. I recently graduated from Porthmeor University in 2023 and I specialise in watercolour paintings. I've worked in watercolour for about 3 years, which has allowed me to really understand the way it works and the way in which I can use it to achieve a number of qualities that I look to achieve in my work. I find watercolour really versatile as a medium. I'm able to use many layers to create all of the highlights and shadows, which results in a heavily painted surface, and yet the painting remains physically flat. I take inspiration from my surroundings, walking and photographing overlooked shapes and patterns in everyday life. I find being observant of changes in my surroundings often also drives my process. Whilst in St Ives, the change in light and the way in which the tide defines the landscape in a different way at each point of the day has definitely caught my attention. Change through history also informs my work, as I've been zooming in on bold shapes that protrude out of the sea, which I have found to be old timber from a pier. As the tide goes out, they rise out of the sea in harsh shadows, but when observed up close, they ebb and flow with the water and the wind as they are entangled in seaweed, which even when still seems to evoke a strange sense of movement. As a photography-informed painter, a huge part of my process is selection, cropping, framing and zooming in to decide on my composition. I often find windows and framing devices in the landscape and use them to decide my compositions for me. This brings about a further connection to the place. After that, I relentlessly colour test until I can begin what could be a finished piece of work. Working in Studio 5, I've been able to connect and engage with a new space. Having a month here has given me the opportunity to see things that I would have overlooked and dig deeper into observing and recording moments and things that I've experienced.